Okay.
Samiji. Once again. Samiji, I want to ask you one question. It is like to receive an answer from the Himalayan, the sage of Himalaya, for my sister who has a cancer, and also for all the people in Europe or everywhere who have go through
suffering, different
a
kinds of
disease
diseases.
and confronting to the question of death. What is the meaning of my life? What is the meaning of death? How to understand the disease?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We are bound to, we are attached to this body as I. That is the root cause. When this body is concerned, body, of course, everything in this universe is subject to change. Body also changes. Once I was such a small baby, now I am an old man. It occurs through the changes, changing phenomena. Everywhere, everything changes. Knowledge changes, body changes, our power, capacity, holding capacity, everything changes. So when we realize it, we should not fear the change because we are bound to be in it as a body. When I am a body, this body is subject to change. Everything is changing. The whole nature is subject to change. So this must not be forgotten. And as a body, they say, it is a house of miseries, house of diseases. Vyadhi Mandiram, a temple of diseases. Diseases. So many disorders take place in the body, in the way of our daily life. So many disorders. And this is how it is called disease, not an easy position. That's how this is disease. And in this state, when we know this, understand this, and accept it, then why to fear? And as a body, we see whatever is visible has to be invisible or disappear one day or other because of changing phenomena. So this body also undergoes changes, and in the end it has to dissolve into its original ingredients. It dissolves, it goes to its original source. Say the five elements, we say the gross five basic elements, that is ether, air, and fire, water, and earth. And this constitutes this body. In the end, when the purpose is fulfilled of the body, it has to go back to its source. That is known as death. Death of the body. It is a changing phase, and we have analyzed it very carefully. This body is of five seeds. It has got 5 layers of the physical body, and inside it there is the subtle body also. Subtle body means it constitutes 8 elements. 8 elements as the 5 essential elements of these 5 gross elements, and that is received by 5 senses of knowledge, touch and sound, hearing the sound, and form by the eyes, and smell by the nose, the taste by the tongue. In this way we have the five essential elements, and with that the essence of mind also. Mind, essence of mind means all the impressions, the memories, whatever is collected in the way of life, functioning life, living life, the mind collects it in the subconscious mind. That is not going to die. Thoughts are never lost.
Impression.
Impression,
Impression.
impressions. And that subconscious mind and the functioning aspect, that is prana, that movement, it is everywhere there. So even in the subtle body there will be movements. It will be acting according to its prior desires. So all these prana, mind and subconscious mind, and these five essential elements together, it holds, it creates an unity called the carrying body, carrier body, atibahik sharir. This is known as subtle body. It is within the body, gross body, and it activates this gross body, and when the gross body is unfit for functioning, then it leaves it and goes to the subtle world to find out another gross body. This is the evolution of eternal souls. It goes on in this way. So changing gross bodies and again becoming one with the subtle body. Again it changes and makes an gross body. Just as the blacksmith prepares his instruments to prepare more instruments. The basic instruments will be his own useful instruments, and thereby with the help of those instruments it creates many other instruments. So this body is taken as an instrument, a medium, and when it gets old, just as the car is old, so it is put into dumping place. It is useless now. As a new body, you have to take care so carefully, and you use it for some time, not for eternity. Every instrument has got its limited period. So after that it becomes useless, so it is thrown out. So why to feel sorry for it? When you throw out your old shoes, torn clothes, do you feel sorry? Vasansi jignani yatha vihaya narani grihnati naroparani nabani grihnati naroparani. Just as the people throw out their old clothes and become happy when they take new clothes. They feel happy, they don't feel sorry. So also, when this body is torn out, it is worth throwing. So why should you feel sorry for it? We feel sorry, we are afraid of death because we have so much attachment with this body. If you can feel it is my body, it is old now, let me throw out. You should not feel I body. We talk as my body, but when we behave as I body. That should not be there because of misunderstanding, because of attachment with the body.
And also the relation we have in this life.
Yes, yes, we are sticking to one habit. Habit also changes. So we should understand this attachment with the body will change one day or other. So be ready. When understanding dawns, this fear goes out. You feel difference between yourself and body. Then only this fear of death or unbearing feeling, not bearing the painful situations, unwanted situations, disease, it troubles us. And even if we are in this body and we are living our daily life as usual, as everybody lives his life, so we have to be ready to have these qualities, forbearance, tolerance, and patience, and all these qualities, they help us a lot. They are key to success, and success means to have happiness. These are the ways to happiness. If you have tolerance with understanding, with analytical understanding, then you will not be much perturbed. Disease has come by situations, by our old behavior. Something wrong has happened, so disease has appeared. Now it is to be tolerated. There is no other go. You know you cannot get out of it. So why not willingly accept it? That is, willingness to accept everything will make you happy. This is called tolerance, patience. By this you will feel happy. You will not care for all these. And you see, because of attachment with this body, we feel sorry for every little disorder in this body. So every moment we should analyze, understand, try to understand, and overcome the miseries or painful situations. And in other way also, you can overcome these unwanted situations as diseases or something. Of course, we should try to overcome it by our usual process, by taking some medicines, anti-doses or something to avoid it. If it doesn't work, then what to do? Then you should understand it from different angles. See, this pain, it is unwanted situation, and it can be overcome by replacement. Replacement. Replacement means when you are in, you are worrying about something, and that surrounding, that situation, that time is changed, you forget it. Do you remember your painful days of the childhood? Never. When everything changes, you forget it. So that is, in other way, it is called replacement of a happy situation. Replacement. So you must change the time or topic or situations, the place, surroundings, you must change. And you should be always with some entertaining situations, so that you will forget it. Replacement. This is applied in japa. Forget about the worldly objects and remember the God's name continuously. So mind will forget it. Mind is the cause for happiness or unhappiness. And there is another way also. Another way is, two ways I have given. The third way is, you see, the first way is to understand the attachment with the body. The second way, to have the qualities of forbearance, tolerance, patience, etc. And understanding power to understand it is unavoidable. So you must patiently undergo this. And the third also is to compare. The whole world is running under the law of relativity. Relativity. That means comparison with two things. When you are having $1,000, 1,000 euros, you look at the person having million euros, you feel poor. You feel unhappy because you are lesser than him. You compare with the higher situation and you feel unhappy. And when you will look at the person who has got 10 euros, is bankrupt, you feel, oh, I am happy, I am richer than that fellow. This comparative feeling.
It can work.
It will work. It is the usual process of our life. We feel happy or unhappy when we compare ourselves with others. Then only we feel happy or unhappy. Suppose some accident has taken place. A person has lost two hands. It is cut off and somehow he is living without hands. He uses his legs and you must have seen many people, they teach by the help of legs and they eat by the help of legs. Many things they do that other senses take place and they develop some new practice and they adapt with it. So one person has left two hands and other person somehow meeting some accident, say touching the high voltage electric line or something, one hand is gone. He is having one hand. When he looks at it 200%, he will feel so sorry. Oh, how cruel is God. How unhappy, how unlucky I am. I have lost one hand. He is enjoying with two hands. And when he looks at the person without hands, he will be like, ah, God is so kind. I have at least one hand. So this is how this comparison with more unhappy people makes us happy. This is psychological study of the mind. Mind feels happy or unhappy by relating himself or comparing itself with others. This is the most wonderful way, most successful way.
But maybe the most deeper way is to connect with our own soul.
Yes,
Or
you are
oneself.
immortal being, you are the inner soul. Don't attach yourself with this body, gross body. It is perishable. One day or other, it has to become old and it has to fall down. You have to lose it, just as the old clothes. Are you using your clothes from your childhood till the end of your life? You change so many clothes and you are ever happy when you get new clothes. Why to become sorry? How to feel sorry when you throw out the old clothes? This is how this old body should be thrown out willingly, and don't feel sorry and tolerate.
But this connection with our self or soul, is it by faith or we can experiment, feel it? How can we?
We can experiment. It is the mind behind everything. The whole cause is mind. Mind feels attached with the body and feels pain and pleasure. And if mind detaches from the body, just as old clothes and new clothes, so also, if you can control mind, you can suggest mind, you can think properly in this way, analytical way, then mind will accept it and it will be a good friend to you. This is how. Mind is root cause for everything. Mind feels happy, mind feels unhappy, mind gets attached, mind gets friendship, mind creates enemies, everything by way of daily life and behavior, daily behavior. We create everything. Nobody is responsible for your problems, so you have to solve the problem. You have to find out the root cause, how the problem is created. If it is avoidable, you should avoid it, or you have to tolerate it. And when you tolerate it, you get so much wealth, patience, and you have courage to tolerate still more painful situations, unwanted situations you can undergo happily. That patience, that understanding, that forbearance you gain. Life is a school. Always it teaches us. And this understanding should be there in your mind. That mind becomes your friend, a good friend. You will not suffer much. Slowly you will overcome all. One day I will tell you One day I was walking here in the